Cool. Okay, going live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Live with Brinkofspeed and Octane Hour. Tonight we are missing neighbor Mark. He's actually on a little vacation to Mexico, so he will not be with us tonight, but welcome, everyone. Looks like we have a great crowd so far. Larry Anthony is on, Eric O, Davy Jones, Everjeff, Caleb, James Grimm, John Somerville. I love it that you're able to join us now, John. That's awesome.
That's great.
Kevin Horan, John P, Lance Smith, Robert, Scarlett, Lance Smith, the one that I can never pronounce, Foizemi.
Oh, right.
We're just going to call you TBA. That's what we're going to call him. He says, let's go. Kerry Glock is on. New Horizon is on tonight.
Oh,
awesome.
cool. We haven't
Carlos.
seen Carlos for a while.
Yeah. Binky Bonky. Joe Mamresa. We got Supercar Ranches on.
Sweet.
Awesome. Bruno. We got Simple Cooking Made Simple. What's up? Andrew. Lots of people. Love it. So tonight we are going to discuss the ZR1. The 2025 ZR1 finally emerges. You probably saw my video earlier. I wanted to get something out quickly about the new information that just popped up on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum. But yeah, I want to talk about that and what we can expect from GM and this new ZR1 in the future. And I've made some predictions as usual. We'll see what Darren thinks about my predictions. But yeah, welcome. The big giveaway is over. As you know, we're plotting and scheming for the next one. And we're going to get something really great for you guys. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, hopefully June 1st, maybe.
Yeah, we shall see. Scott Grindle was the big winner. As you know, he is a BOS supporter. He actually has almost all of the stuff already at his house. The only thing he's missing is the brake rotors and the wheels. And the brake rotors, I think, arrive Friday. So he'll just be missing the wheels. On the Brinkofspeed.com, just like last week, I will show you guys everything is on sale. So we're just going to, try and get rid of some of this inventory that we have. And we've got the BOS G.I. Joe shirt, the Come and Take It shirt, and then a few key tags left. So if you guys want to pick some of that stuff up, feel free to do so. And then there's a brand new dream car giveaway that you guys are going to really be interested in. I said this on the video this afternoon, or I showed this, but well, it's not brand new. It's been going a little bit, but it's brand new to me. It is a 1964 Convertible Stingray, and it's got the big gas tank on it. They call them fuelies. And you only have till, this says the 30th. I thought it was the 31st, but this says the 30th. And right now you get double tickets with my Brinkofspeed code. So it's just Brink. Code Brink gets you the extra tickets. So be sure to check that out for sure. All right, let's get back to...
Dr. Corvette wants to sit in the empty chair.
Oh, well...
Come on over.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime, Dr. Corvette. Yeah, normally we have a guest on, but we just didn't tonight. Let's see. Do we have Detail Lab on yet?
No.
No Trevor yet? All right.
He's probably working.
Yeah, probably. Vet Sweetness is on. How are you enjoying that brand new Z06, man? Have you broken it in yet? Oh, so Sony Miller says fuelie means it's a fuel-injected car and not a carburetor. That's new to me. I thought fuelie meant that it was the larger gas tank.
Well, if Mark was here, he would correct both of us.
Yeah, I know. That's news to me, man. I never knew that. Corvette Rob's not on. He would definitely say if that was true or not as well. Okay, so we're going to give away a shirt.
Sure.
You have any shirts that you want to give away there?
Or we do key tags again.
We have some key tags.
We'll figure it out when time comes.
Yeah, anyway, weekly giveaway will be coming up probably around the 45 minute mark, as usual. And the last two videos that I did, obviously, one was from today, all about the ZR1, and Maddie helping me mod my Camaro. So if you haven't seen those are listed in the description below. So anybody else new on here? Stephen Rapp is on.
Yeah, he's talking about driving his new Z06. Like
I'm
crazy.
sure he's loving it. Tell us when you get 500 miles and you can actually rev to 8,600 RPM.
Did you see Larry Anthony's car has actually been shipped? He said he's tracking it. Sounds like it's halfway.
Yes. It's going to get there soon, Larry.
He's got a long 3-day weekend to enjoy it, too.
I know. Exactly. Anybody else on that we need to say hi to? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get right into the main subject. So I hope you guys liked that thumbnail that I used. Peter on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum really does a great job with rendering new models of the C8. He does an excellent job.
Does he actually do it himself, you think, or do you got someone doing it for him?
I think it's him, man. I really do. I think it's him. So let's pull that up. But if you saw my video earlier today, you would have seen that I said that it looked like there was a pretty big indentation in the front of the frunk. So right around the part where you would open the frunk, you can kind of see a dip. And this might not be exactly what it looks like. I think this is pushed a little far back.
I would agree.
I think that it's going to mimic more of like the 488 Pista, where it's way up front, closer to the front bumper. But who knows? I love this. I don't know about you guys, but I love the idea of them really changing up the body on the ZR1. And again, if you watch that video, there's some other features that we'll discuss as well. So let's see, what was the other thing okay, let's just go to the next Mid-Engine Corvette forum topic. So this is what I did my video off of today. And as you can see, that front area is dipped in pretty hard. I actually went back and looked at some Z06 pictures, and you can tell a huge difference between the pictures on the Z06 when it had all that black stuff all over it. Big difference. So that's the big difference in the front. I didn't notice anything different on the wheels. I know there's someone on here. I'm not going to name any names, but there's someone on here that says they have inside information about the wheels. We'll be discussing those, but with these big black plates on them and the circle in the middle, to me, they just look the same as what we saw on the Z06 mules. It wouldn't surprise me if they used similar wheels. But then there was this piece. You can't really see it good in this section or on this picture. You can see it a lot better on this picture, but there's like a new piece right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I don't have my mouse, so I can't blow this up. But this right here on the edge, there's definitely a defined crack, or what would you call that? A space between the end of the rear diffuser and that piece.
I wonder if that's something. Do you have any idea what it is?
I don't.
I'm wondering if it has to do with there's going to be a rear diffuser, as we were starting to see, and this is a temporary, this is not the one that they're going to do, and maybe that kind of fits into it, and this is just, because that would be hard to hide if you had the big, so it's a temporary.
Well, and if you look here, This has a black portion to the rear diffuser that's not wrapped for some reason. I don't know why.
Right.
But that's a really good, that's a good idea. Maybe they do have it set up where they're going to put something much larger. I mean, I hope they do. You would think that they wouldn't use.
It has to be different. Yeah, it has to be different.
Yeah. I would hope that's what they did, but you never know. Stephen Raff says crack. Yeah, I meant space. That's my bad. Yeah, so I don't know. Those are the major differences that I notice, and obviously that's not a major difference. That's just a little tiny difference. The major one is up front. If anybody else noticed anything else, let me know. The big high wing looks the same to me as a Z06. I'm not noticing any differences there. And then the ones with no high wing just look like a Z06 with no high wing.
Right.
So, but what I did is to make this a little more interesting, I put together a prediction list. And I think this will give us a lot more discussing points. So I have my ZR1 timeline, and I'm going to start with June. So this is what I think will happen. June, I think we're going to see more mules, obviously. If you remember, you know, just looking back at the Z06, we didn't really see a lot of E-Ray mules. We did, but not as many as Z06. Z06 seemed like it went on for a whole year with mules. But I think we'll see another full month of just, hey, the mules were spotted in Arizona. The mules were spotted in California. Now they're in Ohio. You know, they're going to be all over the place. And as we see them, I think July is where we'll probably see less and less of that black, bulky nonsense that they throw over top. And eventually, probably by August, we'll start seeing just the car with the black and white camo on it. And that's when we'll really start to see a lot of differences. Until they take that black crap off, they have so many pads and all this, you know,
which
crap
is pretty
on there.
cool. I remember when I was at the Corvette Museum, they had one of the C8 mules in there.
Yeah.
And you think it's a wrap on the vehicle, but it's not. It's little pieces of different colors.
Oh, yeah.
So it has that three-dimensional look, and it just looks like someone took Post-it notes and just. It's pretty cool to see in person because it does hide a lot.
It hides a crap.
But you can't get any depth to anything.
No, they're very smart with what they do, and so I think that's the timeline for that. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if the end of August, beginning of September, we start seeing the same type of Nürburgring footage that we saw with the Z06. All of a sudden, we're going to start seeing it with the ZR1. And that's where you're really going to get excited. I mean, I think. I know I am. But I think we'll start getting some testing there, you know, beginning of fall, maybe end of summer. And then October, November, I think it would be smart for GM to do the reveal. I think they should go ahead and give us the reveal of the ZR1. And then, you know, probably by mid-summer 2024, we'll have orders being taken for the ZR1. So that's my ZR1 timeline. I could be completely crazy off, but let's just see what happens. Let's see how it plays out.
It seems pretty aggressive timeline.
You think?
Yeah, because if you think about it, the E-Ray is only maybe just going to start coming out September. And now they're going to add another car to the lineup that you can't even buy. So now there's going to be 3 cars you can't access.
So, in my video this afternoon, I did say if they don't have the reveal in October, November, I predict it's still going to be right at the first of the year. So January,
is
February.
there anything symbolic in the past when they've done ZR1 reveals, dates, or this is where we need Rob?
So the last ZR1 reveal was in Dubai, and I don't remember what their reasoning was for that, but that's where they did it.
You know, it'd be cool to do it at the Nürburgring ring.
Yeah, but then nobody gets to go.
That's true, but it would
still
be
might
cool.
do it.
You know, they gotta step up the game. Look what they Dodge did with the Dodge Demon. They had helicopter bringing the car.
Oh, yeah.
They had flames going up. They need to do something pretty cool.
I agree. They should. But maybe they're saving that for Zora.
Another show.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, wanted to give you guys that timeline. I don't know what you guys think about that, but now we're going to talk about the specs of the whole car. And this is going to go over all the different items that you guys are probably discussing. I see some guesses as far as starting price and things like that. So the engine, they fully described actually both on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum and GM Authority. I trust the Mid-Engine Corvette forum more than GM Authority, but I'll tell you why I went to GM Authority in my previous video once we get to that point. Well, actually, I guess we're to it because it's engine. So GM Authority is predicting 800 horsepower, 750 foot-pounds of torque. Mid-Engine Corvette forum is predicting 850 horsepower, and I believe the same torque. It's either the same torque or 800 torque. So they're very similar, but I feel like 800 is probably what we'll get. I was surprised with the Z06 though, and I actually was very surprised with the E-Ray. So maybe they're going to surprise the heck out of us with the ZR1. I thought the E-Ray would be 600 at most, and they came up to 655. So, and then the Z06, I thought it was going to be around 630 to 650. And 670 is what we got. So maybe we get 850. Who knows?
Do you think they could ever do something like what Dodge has done based on what kind of fuel you're running?
They could. I don't know if they'll do that because the ZR1's not a straight line.
Right. But,
they're not.
Yeah.
But maybe they will.
I don't know.
Maybe they'll make it so that you can put E85. Did we get a super chat? Awesome.
Yeah, Vulcan
Thank you, Vulcan Construction, for the $20 super chat. If you have a question, let us know. Oh, he says, would you guys rather have A or B? A 5.5 liter fully electric with front drive or 5.5 with twin turbos? I'd rather have B. 5.5 twin turbos, no front drive, because that's for the ZR1.
Yeah, that's a track car.
That's more.
That's your GT2 RS competitor. Like that's apples to apples.
Yeah,
best that you can.
Yeah, and the front drive is going to add a little bit of weight. I know they do their best to not add the weight, but you're going to have, probably a couple 100 pounds added to it. So I think, we're going to get to the weight of the ZR1. It's my number 3 thing here. But as far as the engine goes, I'm good with 800. I'm good with 850. I don't really care. The torque is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
This car is going to be an absolute beast, and it's going to be fun. So I'm excited. Aero is number 2. So far, it looks like there's not active aero on any of these cars, but who knows? And we could all be disappointed. They may be saving the active aero for Zora. But I hope not. I hope they give us active aero for ZR1.
Yeah, I guess the question is how much more downforce do they think they need or want? What is it now, 1,500 pounds on the current wing?
I think it's 12. 1100.
But you know that the one on the Porsche GT3 RS, the new one, is 3,000 pounds.
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable.
You got to think they do something like that.
You would think. I don't know. I just think with all these other cars having active aero, why would you not put active aero? Put it in the front. Put it on the back. Put it on the sides if you can.
Well, didn't we see years ago they had filed the trademark or the patents for the technology, didn't they?
They did. And I should have pulled that up. But the reason this is my reasoning why I think GM should do active aero on the ZR1 more than the Z06. We all know that the last ZR1 went 215 miles an hour. It was an average of 212, but it did hit 215. I think this is going to be their car that says basically, look, we're going to probably hit 220 with this car. It's a twin turbo. It's got, 50 or 100 more horsepower than our last ZR1. Why not put active aero on there so that at the high speeds, it can be the lowest amount of drag? And when you need drag and you need more downforce, it gives it to you. But when you're doing a high speed run, you want the lowest amount of drag. Just like when they did the 2019 ZR1, they had to use the non-ZTK package ZR1 because the the huge wing was slowing them down big time. So that's why I think we need active aero.
Do you think, before you go on to the next one, do you think they're going to do that, I'm not sure what you call it, but the front fender flared that you see a lot of the renderings?
I think they should. You talking about kind of like the C8R?
Yes.
Yes, they should.
You would think they would have a different design cue to that.
Because that allows you to vent the brakes even more.
Right. Well, and like I said, it goes back to the GT2s and 3s. And they're doing the same thing.
They do all the same, yeah.
Plus, it would look really cool.
And it has like louvers.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Maybe they wait to do that on Zora, but I really think they should do it on ZR1.
They need to make it stand out where it looks like a different car.
They do. I agree. And that front hood is going to make it stand out over the Z06, but they need to do a lot more than that. And what you just mentioned would be huge. Huge. Okay, so number 3, weight. Unfortunately, I feel like GM's going to let us down. I feel like we're going to get a very heavy ZR1.
Say the best case scenario is no weight change.
From the Z06?
Yeah.
But those turbos are heavy.
So you have to save weight other areas, but
yeah,
how much can you save?
I don't know, guys, but I really hope, we were talking about it earlier, and he was like, let's do carbon fiber doors, let's do carbon fiber panels, seats, shave 300 or 400 pounds where you can so that this ZR1 doesn't weigh 3,800 pounds or 3,900 pounds, Make it at least 3,500 or 3,600, but I really have a feeling we're going to have a 3,900 pounds.
Yeah, the carbon fiber is the obvious choice, but look at how big of an issue that's been for GM on constraint items. It's always carbon fiber.
Yeah,
so
that is true. They could, do something similar to what they did in the C6, though. They could go with lightweight aluminum, balsa wood, some carbon fiber, shave weight anywhere you can, but I don't know. We also discussed that, anybody that's going to afford the ZR1, who cares if you charge 20 grand more for the lighter car? We don't care. Charge us. So anyway.
But it could be too, like they know they've lost the weight game, right? They can't. Right. So it's like maybe they're like, it is what it is. We're going to make up for it on horsepower.
Right. So I've got quite a few more, but I just remember, let's take a break and let me show you guys something really cool. So as you guys know, I have the BOS support package, and people received all of the packages this last week and this week. And I got quite a few really cool photos. Let me get past that. And here we go. Here's some photos of all of the people receiving their BOS packages and utilizing them. And of course, General Lee is going to blow everybody out of the water with all of his pictures. But this is his garage. And there he is with his shirt on. This is Peter Carey. And then, oh yeah, we got to stop here. Guys, Poopy One? I don't know. Have you seen him on here?
I was just looking because I was hoping he would be.
Dang
on
it,
here.
Poopy
Maybe we should
One's...
just wait.
I've already showed it. I'll show it next week too. And he'll watch the non-live. But anyway, Poopy One finally got his first Corvette, or not his first, but his next Corvette. So this is his C6.
Did he have one? He had one in the past?
I think he had one in the past.
Did he tell you the story, like how he bought it, where he got it, or anything?
He did.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
All the details.
It's on an email.
Okay.
But anyway, I just wanted to show that to you guys. Say congratulations to Poopy One. He was having a problem talking his wife into letting him get another Corvette.
Is his wife still around?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, his wife.
I didn't know if he got rid of the wife to get the Corvette.
I know. So here's some more BOS. Okay, and that was it. So just wanted to thank everybody for sending me pictures. If you haven't sent me pictures yet, please do so. I'd love to show them on the lives. But we'll go ahead and get back to number 4 is price. Now, I predicted, I think it was 2 months ago, we did a live about the ZR1, and I predicted 150 or 146, I think is what I predicted for the base price. I think it's going to be right around there. I think it's going to be probably 150 is going to be your base price. And then I really hope that they keep it simple, just like they did with the C8 ZR1.
Not a ton of options.
Yeah, not a ton of options. You could either get the ZTK or not, basically.
Do you know what the breakdown is, like percentage-wise?
Actually, I don't.
I'd be curious.
Yeah, I don't know who.
I mean, just for me visually seeing them, it seems like maybe 70-30.
ZTK more or less?
ZTK, is that the...
What's the big wing?
Yeah, that one more.
Yeah. I think you're right. You hardly ever see the low wings.
No.
The low spoiler.
I mean, our friend Corey had one.
Yeah, exactly.
There's actually one around here. I rarely see it. It's the, what's that wine red color that was out in 2019?
That was Long Beach Red.
It's that color.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen another one.
I've seen I know I've seen one, but I've probably seen a couple in DFW.
In a ZR1?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It is a rare color, though, for the ZR1. Okay, so next, ZR1 lists. So this is basically, are you guys on a ZR1 list?
Yeah, comment.
Comment and let us know. I'm currently not on a ZR1 list. He is on a ZR1 list.
I'm supposedly number 1 on 2 lists.
Yeah.
But what does that mean? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
There's definitely going to be some funny business happening with ZR1s.
Yeah, so that's number 6, dealer markup. You know, obviously, we're seeing huge markups with the Z06. Maybe, though, by then, supply chain issues will be down. We won't have any strikes. There won't be any kind of issues building the cars. The E-Ray will be flying out the doors. Maybe, you know, things will change a little bit and there won't be such a supply-demand issue. It'll be plenty of demand, plenty of supply. And the dealerships won't be able to get away with charging too much because they'll have too many cars sitting on their lots. Hopefully that's the problem, but who knows? Anyway, we know there's going to be dealer markup probably no matter what. Tires. So I noticed on the front, you can see that there are 275s, just like the Z06. Mm-hmm. We could not see the rear tires, but I'm guessing 345s.
Yeah.
However, I think it would be really cool if GM and Michelin worked together to come out with the perfect ZR1 tire and make it so that it's not hard to get on and off a freaking wheel. Because right now we know there's issues, which, by the way, I think the carbon fiber wheel will definitely be offered on the ZR1. There's no reason.
It might even be mandatory.
It might even be mandatory.
Because it could keep the weight down on paper.
Yeah. They might have, and here's another thing I came up with wheels. They may even have multiple types of carbon fiber wheels. You might get the 5-spoke design and then maybe like a 10-spoke design. Who knows? But I think they need to come up with a special tire because the Z06 already lights up that Cup 2R. Mm-hmm. So they need to come up with a tire that's harder to light up with all of that horsepower and torque coming from those twin turbos.
Yeah. The problem is because of the DOT standards on a production vehicle, they have to be run flats. Yeah. And that's what's killing them.
Yeah.
As far as the mounting issues. Right. If they weren't run flats, it wouldn't be a problem.
Right. That is the big problem. You're right. Yeah, I mean, so I think they're going to have to keep them run flats. But actually, no, now that I think about it, Speed Phenom did that video, and he talked about taking it to Ferrari. Ferrari doesn't put run flats on their cars. How are they getting away with that?
Maybe it's an import thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
You guys, if you know, leave it down in the comments because He said that the reason why they're easily able to get the big, huge tires on the high-end carbon fiber wheels easily is because they're not run flats. So if they can do it, why can't GM do it? You know?
And maybe they can. Maybe there's a certain production number if you're under a certain number. It was just like when the Dodge Demon came out in 2018. They had a special tire for that.
Right.
And it basically was borderline not street legal. And they made you sign a waiver saying, I know what I'm getting into. I'm not going to drive it in the rain. You had to sign off on it. When I bought mine, I had all kinds of things I had initial off on.
Sure.
So maybe.
I think they should do that. Why not? This is their crazy high-end. I mean, obviously the Zora is going to be even crazier, but the Zora is not going to require the type of tire because of the fact that it will be all-wheel drive. So it's going to hook up a lot better than a 800 horsepower rear-wheel drive twin-turbo car. So they need to, in my opinion, come up with a cool tire for the ZR1. Wheels, we just kind of went over that. I was going to say, you know, hopefully we get a couple of different types of carbon fiber wheels, and hopefully they come up with a light version of a normal wheel, you know, instead of it being, what do they call that?
Rotary forged or?
Yeah, something like that. Instead of it being that, it be truly forged.
They won't, though.
Yeah. But they should. Exterior colors. So this is one of my favorites. We all know that I like the bright purple and the bright green color. It's a no-brainer in our opinions, and probably every one of your opinions, for GM to come out with that. They dropped the ball with the Z06. They dropped the ball with the E-Ray. Maybe they won't with the ZR1.
Yeah, and will they have maybe an exclusive color only for the ZR1?
That'd be amazing.
That would be good.
They should.
They should. And it should be something high-end.
Mm-hmm. Very high-end. And one of these days, maybe they will do this, but they need to do the thing that Porsche does, where you can say, it's called paint the sample, I think. You know, for $5,000 or $10,000, whatever it is, they'll paint your car whatever color you want. Why wouldn't they?
Well, they won't, because it's cost on their end of manufacturing. It's a different animal than a Porsche production. Because you think about it, I believe when they run those cars on the assembly line, they're doing them by colors. The way that they kind of process their cars.
Yeah, but what they could do is they could say, here's the deal. It's going to slow your manufacturing up.
Right.
It's going to be done at the end of the line.
Right.
You know,
if they really wanted to, they could probably make it happen. But
I just seem to think outside the box a lot of times, and a lot of people just think that I'm crazy.
Well, you have to think of GM, right? The Corvette segment of their overall sales, it's still a small number, even though it's a bit, you know what I mean? They're selling a lot of Trailblazers, Silverados, Tahoes. So we're all excited about all those special things, but from their standpoint, they're like, no, we're not doing that.
But the Corvette's their number one seller. That's where they make all their money.
Yeah.
You know? So you would think that they would take some of these ideas to the bank and make good with them, but they don't. Joey B., thank you so much for the super chat. He says, simple question. At this point, why doesn't Austin ship them to Bowling Green to mount them? You know,
he shouldn't have to.
He shouldn't have to. And I understand his point of not wanting to take it to a third-party company because he's worried about liability purposes. But I've got a really good friend that knows pretty much everything there is to know about tires and how to mount them. And he simply stated, Mike, Discount Tire has all of the correct equipment to do that, and they would do it with ease. And he actually came up with a really smart thing that he said he used to do to get super hard tires on to wheels. This is a great idea. So they got them onto the wheel, but they couldn't get it to seat.
Yeah.
So guess what he did? He wrapped a strap around it and cranked the strap, and it pulled the whole tire in, and they just cranked it and cranked it and cranked it until it seated.
Yeah, but Speed Phenom did that.
They did it with a strap?
Yep.
I didn't ever see that on the video.
He talked about it because he was talking about it. I remember one of the parts where a lot of people had given him a lot of tips, and that was one of my. Somebody cut to a video. I saw him doing it.
Oh, okay.
It didn't work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's the real dilemma, right? There's something going on there. The Ferrari dealership couldn't get to work.
Well, even who did Jesse take his to that couldn't get him on?
That was just a regular tire shop.
Yeah, and they couldn't get him on the Forge Light wheels. Right?
I don't even know if it was the Forge Light wheels. I think it might have just been his stock wheels at that point.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get the Cup 2Rs.
Yeah. He didn't have a lot of time to deal with it,
Right.
so he bailed on it.
Right.
I mean, but they said, yeah, we're going to have to come back when it's warmer and we'll try to figure it out. But it's clearly an issue.
It's a huge issue.
But if you buy, I mean, it's stupid, right? If you buy a GM car with GM wheels and their tires they put on it, any dealer should have the ability to change those out.
Yes.
I mean,
So they've got to get this figured out. Obviously, it's a big issue.
Has Austin figured this out, or is his car still
I
on
haven't
the
seen a
stands?
video. I haven't seen a video saying he has. So I don't know. So as far as exterior colors, you know my opinion. I think, like I said, you guys probably feel pretty much the same way. I know a lot of you want to see Black Rose Metallic come back. He does.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind that at all. Laguna Blue would be cool to come back. But next is trim levels. I don't think they should offer this car in anything but a 3ZR. That's just my opinion. I think it should be the highest end materials that they've ever put in a car. It should be even higher end than a Z06. It should have carbon fiber everywhere.
Yeah, the argument would be, though, is if someone truly is just hardcore, they want to track this car, that's it, they're not going to care. So they'd be like, well, I'd rather
They're
save.
still going to buy it.
Oh, I know, but
That's the thing. Like,
it doesn't matter. Whatever they put and sell it, it's
yeah, it's going to sell. So it should just be a one size fits all as far as trim levels go. Now, package options, we just kind of talked about that. I think it should just be, you get the super aggressive version or the less aggressive version. That's it. And the less aggressive version, put 4S's on it, but good luck getting traction. That's my opinion. Thanks again, Joey B, for the super chat. And then last but not least, how many will GM make and for how many years will they make the ZR1? What do you think?
Well, it depends on your time frame. 2025, like I said, I think it's pretty aggressive. If the model
That's what
year,
everybody's saying.
If the model year goes to 2028? Mm-hmm. Would they do ZR1s for 3 years, maybe?
Well, let's see. They did the C6 ZR1 from 2009 to 2013.
Right.
So 4 years, really 5 years. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The C7 got cut short because of the C8. So it only had 1 year. But I would think it would be smart of them to do it for a few years and then only do Zora for one. That would be my thinking on
Yeah,
things.
the final hurrah.
Yeah. And then, Jim Release says, I'll say 3 years and 1 year for Zora. There you go.
But like production's going to be how many a year, you think?
Well, that's the first part of the question. So that's very difficult to say right now because, look, we've only gotten how many Z06s? 24? 2,500?
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to say. I don't really think we're going to be able to speculate on that until we see a real year of Z06s.
What was 2019? Just under 3,000?
Yeah, it was like 2970.
And then what about the C6? How many did they make in that 5 years? 4 years?
Oh, I think they made, I don't know. I can look that up very quickly.
This is where we need Corvette Rob on here.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, this will tell us real quick. If anybody knows, leave it in the comments. Many C6 ZR1s were made. 5 year run. They only made 4,695.
Over that 5 year span?
Yep, that's what it says. The first factory supercharged Corvette enjoyed a 5 year production run during which 4,695 examples rolled off the line. So less than 1,000 a year.
It's going to be limited because you could argue, okay, 2019, you say, well, they made 3,000.
Yeah.
But guess what? In 2019, nobody wanted to buy the Corvette.
Right.
They had to.
They were giving it away.
They were giving away Z06s.
Yeah.
In fact, ZR1s were slightly discounted in some cases.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, just months after they came out, not months, I would say 8 months to a year after they came out, you could buy a beautiful ZTK for 120 grand that somebody paid 140,000 for.
We had a friend that bought one.
Yeah.
Less than
You could
that.
buy non-ZTKs for 110.
Yep.
You know? So it's going to be a different animal with this car, but I still think they should do something similar to the C6 ZR1 because, look, that C6 ZR1 was the first ZR1 since the C4. And so they made it super special. This is going to be the same way. It's going to be super special. It's going to be the fastest Corvette ever built. And I think they should make it limited.
I mean, 1,000 a year
Stephen Rapp.
would be pushing.
Thank you for the super chat, Stephen Rapp. He says, can we discuss options for tires? Z06, there is a new Michelin, but only fronts and an all-season, but they make an Alpine, which would do well in Colorado. So, man, I wish I knew more about tires. I do for normal cars, know pretty, a good amount of information about tires, but for a car like this, where the tires are so huge, there's not very many options.
It's pretty unique to that car specifically.
Yeah.
Porsche does a 345 or 335, but it's a 30. It's a taller tire, 21.
So I think the only thing that you can probably do, Steven, is get the exact same tire that's coming out on the E-Ray. Because that's an all-season tire. And it's the exact same size as your car.
Yeah.
So I don't think Michelin sells those yet. You're probably going to have to wait until the E-Ray is fully out until you can just go on Discount Tire and buy them. But that's what I would recommend. Get a separate set of wheels, though. Don't try and play around with that tire issue.
You'll start to damage them real quick.
Yeah. Get a separate set of wheels. Get some Force Light wheels. And throw your all seasons on there, and you'll be good to go. So thank you for the super chat, though. Where are we at? 741. Yeah, he said, I'm thinking E-Ray, yes.
There's going to be a lot of people, secondhand market, that are going to sell their E-Ray tires.
Yeah. I agree. Because they're going to get wheels and get normal tires. So the TBA, I haven't seen much of what he said. Have you seen any of his comments? I know he's really, really knowledgeable about track stuff. What is your thoughts of track times in this car compared to the Z06? Obviously, it's going to depend on the length of the track. But GM is just touting that Z06 is their track beast. Obviously, something like VIR, the ZR1 is going to destroy it, I think, with that kind of power. But if it's a shorter track, who knows? Maybe the Z06 will be able to put up some good times against the ZR1. I kind of think they're going to dismiss the Z06 once the ZR1 comes out. They're going to say this is their new track beast.
Right. Then nobody will care times.
Yeah. But it's going to be an insane car, that's for sure. Yeah, Elijah Prasad said they've always had faster times than Z06s. That's true. So let me address that, Stephen. I don't think I've talked about this since it happened. A few of you offered to let me go to Ron Fellows either with you or in place of you. Thank you so much for those offers, but I had a good conversation with the staff at Ron Fellows, and that's not going to happen. They are not going to allow me to come out and do that. I have to have a Z06 VIN number for them to allow me to come out. Until I have that, I can't. So that's just not going to be in the cards for me. However, I may be going back to Ron Fellows to do the Stage 2 performance school with Darren for just the normal C8. And then when we get our E-Rays, we'll go back for the E-Ray school. So,
we're going to do that in the snow.
So he says not even as a guest. We should.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome. So they were going to allow me to come out the beginning of June as a guest, but I wouldn't even be able to ride in the Z06 unless it was with an instructor, which is, you know, whatever, but I'd have to pay like I was driving. So that's just not going to happen. I'm not going to just go out there, pay $1,000 and ride.
Good food though. Lunch is good.
Yeah, not worth that money. Plus the airline ticket to get there and back.
Yeah, time.
You know, it's just not worth it.
But you got to think too with the Z06 school, especially right now. There's so many people trying to get into it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? John Somerville made a good point because, you know, he just got the new Cadillac. He does need to go because they have the school there. Is it the same school?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, John, you should definitely go. That will be amazing. In fact,
maybe you could get into that school.
That would be awesome.
As a guest.
That would be awesome.
You never know.
I would love to go drive that car on the track. Yeah, you're right. You never know. Let's see. I think I've got some pictures here that I can show. Yeah.
Vulcan Construction Roofing said if we do the level 2, he wants to come with us.
Okay.
And we seriously need to.
Actually, we'll let everybody know. That way we can all register together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get on that.
Yeah, we do, because that goes quick. Let me send these to my computer, and I will show his new car. I was ready to get those on here, and I forgot. So let me put them on here real quick. And then we'll do the giveaway, because we're coming up on that time. So, yeah, let me do this. And let me get it pulled up over here so I don't show every picture. Right before him. Oh. Why are these not showing up?
Which car? Oh, this is John's new car.
2. Maybe this is why. 3. Maybe now they'll show up. Yeah, I'm trying to get John's new car pulled up here so you guys can see that.
Did you add it to the credits at the end, his new one?
I haven't yet. No.
You should. No.
I can't. I can't until I do it. Yeah, I can't get it pulled up. It must be because they're I think they're HIEC photos. That's why. And I have to convert them. So anyway, I tried. I'll show them next week. They'll be on the slide anyway. So let's go ahead and give something away.
I say we do the key tags. That's easy.
Okay. We'll give some key tags away again. The American flag Brinkofspeed key tag and the red and black BOS launch key tag. And we're going to do how many miles are on my Camaro. Go.
Got lots of good guesses all over the map here.
Oh, I don't doubt it. There usually are.
I told Mike I don't even know. Oh, Raider Ron's on here. What's up?
Oh, nice. What's up, Raider Ron?
That's how you get a comment. You say giveaway. A guy always wins something.
I know. Just so I have an exact amount. Where is it that I go on here to get the exact? Is it this? Yeah, yes, there it is. Yep. Okay, cool. Sweet. I can even show you guys, which is really cool. What do we have so far? Is anybody close? You know,
I mean, no. There's people close.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some close ones. Good. You guys are guessing good. Dang, somebody says 9,700 miles. That would be quite the driving.
Well, how long have you had it for? Not about
March?
3 months, roughly.
2 months, basically. All right, so we don't have an exact. However,
Oh, I see that one's close right there.
which one?
That's within 100.
Oh no, there's somebody way closer.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I guess we might as well stop it, and then we'll figure out.
Yeah. Go ahead and stop, guys. We're gonna go ahead and give it to the closest one because somebody's actually really, really close. So let me find that comment. How did I go past it?
A couple people figured out you can guess more than once.
Oh, yeah. So there's this one. But there's actually one.
I thought I saw one with a 2.5 next to it, but here.
You find one?
Well, that's closer here.
Oh, yep. That is
But
closer.
I thought there was one even a little bit closer.
You guys stopped, right?
Boy.
You found one closer?
No, but there's some people who are real close.
Why am I not seeing that one that you oh, there. Now I see it. Okay, we have a winner. We definitely have a winner.
I think that's the one.
That's it. That's the one. Andrew, Simple Cooking Made Simple, you are the winner. At 918, it's actually 1918. It's actually 1933. I'll show you guys.
I'm just doing a little audit here, make sure we didn't miss somebody, but I think that's it.
So congratulations, Andrew. You are the big winner. Well, that's going to be easy.
Yeah.
I don't even have to mail those. I'll just say, hey, come over.
And cook me food.
Exactly. So, guys, if you have not subscribed to his channel, you should. If you like eating and you like learning how to cook absolutely delicious meals very simply, go to Simple Cooking Made Simple and give him a subscribe. He's actually moving up pretty quick. He's got like, I think 460 subscribers already. He's doing a good job. He's putting out a lot of content. So help him out. Go give him a subscribe and enjoy his content. All right. So do you guys have anything else that you want to
So nobody really commented when we asked who was on a ZR1 list.
That's true. Who is on a ZR1 list?
And if so, like, did you put money down? Did you leave an envelope with cash behind?
We know that happens.
Did you, I don't know.
Which is fine. Whatever.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Hire a private investigator to follow the general manager around and take pictures.
Right. Binky Bonky says Randy Popes did a video with the 992 GT3, Z06, and BMW M4 for Haggerty. And yes, I highly recommend you watching every Haggerty video that comes out. They do a phenomenal job with their production, and they did an excellent job. Randy Popes has been one of my favorite race car drivers since probably the year 2000. I've been watching him race cars and win a lot of races. So it's really cool to see him now driving these cars, pushing them to the limits and showing which cars are the best.
Oh, so Supercar Ranch, everyone follow him, subscribe.
Oh yeah.
He just said he's going to be releasing an exclusive video about the ZR1 wheels as soon as this is over.
Sweet. Yes.
So go check out his channel.
Go to Supercar Ranch, give him a subscribe, and make sure that you watch his video that's coming out.
And if you're not familiar with his channel, he has a new Z06. He just took delivery a couple weeks back.
Yep.
So
also, if New Horizon C8 is on here, still go to his channel, give him a subscribe. We've talked about him in the past. He does a phenomenal job at DIYs, and all his videos are good. But if you want to see a completely detailed, perfectly DIY video, go to his channel.
Yeah, he probably doesn't lose tools like we do the whole time.
He doesn't. He has everything sorted out perfect. Yeah, he does a phenomenal job. He's an engineer. You can tell.
We need to do like a blooper scenes of our videos.
I know. We do.
Where's this damn bit?
Exactly.
And we look around and it's stuck magnetic to the bottom of the tray that I told everyone to put everything in.
Yes. And not only that, but we break things. Somehow we were able to break 2
rivet guns. Yeah.
2 rivet guns. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. Anybody saying ZR1 list now?
Someone, 2020 Matrix 8 said he's number 4 on Hendrick's list, which would be a good list because they get a lot of cars. He said he didn't have to put any money down, so he must have a relationship with somebody there to be number 4.
Sweet. New Horizon C8 is on. Hey, we got a lot of YouTubers on. Daily Electrician is on as well. Hey, if you guys want to learn anything about how to be an electrician or how to like fix things in your house, Daily Electrician, he's on. He's actually getting his new C8 soon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he's getting a new C8.
Is this his first Corvette?
No, it's his first C8, though. He had a C7 Stingray.
Oh.
He has a really crazy video that he did. He came to Corvettes of Carlisle. I met him for the very first time there. And then on his way home, he went to the Salt Flats. He was doing like 185 miles an hour, and his car did spins. And he's like, and then he gets done. And he's like, well, I almost just died. He literally almost died in the Salt Flats. Yeah.
Yeah, people are saying they're on their list. It's just with the list, the ZR1, if you're not like number 1 or 2 on most, like I'm on 2 smaller dealership lists.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping one of the 2 gets an allocation.
I know.
Which I think I'm good on one of them. I think
you are too.
And I have money down.
Yeah, I think you're good.
And
you have a contract.
And a contract.
Yeah. Daily Electrician says, do not recommend. Well, the problem with that C7 Stingray is you had no downforce. If you would have been in a C7 Z06 or Grand Sport and had all the aero, you wouldn't have spun like that. That was the problem.
At least he was just on the Salt Flats and not on the
I know.
Because otherwise we wouldn't be talking to him.
No, he would have been doing somersaults instead of just doing this. Yeah.
I saw a guy do that years ago when I did the one of the half-mile races in a Porsche Turbo. He started spinning. He didn't roll, though.
I saw a Viper roll.
Really?
At the half mile, yeah. He got out, though. It had a roll cage.
Right.
But it was bad. Any other YouTubers on here that I'm missing? Oh, Everjeff.
Yeah.
Everjeff's always on here. Go to Everjeff's channel. He does great content.
Great White North Corvette, too.
Oh, yeah, and Great White North Corvette. See? Great White North Corvette. Go to his channel. He's putting out quite a bit of content
he did a
lately.
pretty cool video on that center exhaust for the C8.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's getting a lot of sponsorships lately. He's putting out a lot of cool products. So you should definitely check him out. Give him a subscribe. He's up in Canada.
Yeah, we'll be seeing him in August.
Yep. Can't wait. Such a great guy. Okay. Well, I think that's going to wrap things up. Thank God we didn't have any issues tonight with the live. Thank you to everybody for the super chats. I really hugely appreciate those. And if you haven't smashed the thumbs up button, please do so. That really helps YouTube know that you're enjoying the content. Also, if you're brand new on the channel for the very first time, please do me a favor and smash the red subscribe button and join us on the Brinkofspeed community. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see you guys next Octane Hour.